All right, many people complain about VTC rattle. I'm going to show you guys a quick fix. All right, remove all 4 screws. I left one there just to show what's going to happen after this. And try to see if you can identify the location of the pin. All right, location of the pin, you can't really see it, but I can see right there. All right, so that means that my freaking springlet section is going to be right in this spot right here. All right, and the reason I point that out is because you don't want nothing to fall out. All right, so when I remove the last bolt, I'm going to hold this right here, remove the bolt, and then tilt this downward, making sure I don't drop nothing from in there. All right, when you pull this apart, you're going to see there's like a little plastic, you just call it a shim, and then the spring is right there with it. All right, you come off slow, remove that plate, grab a little plastic piece and the spring and pull it out. All right, so this is what you're looking at. There's a pin in there that locks that gear in place. All right, when this spring becomes weak, it no longer locks that pin in place, which on cold startup it would cause your rattle. People say oil starvation, all this other stuff. This is your real cause. All right, what you're gonna do, once you pull this out, you're gonna freaking pull it apart and try to stretch it. All right, once this is being stretched, I already stretched this, so I'm not gonna re-stretch my spring any further. Once this is stretched, all you're gonna do is reinstall it. Be careful not to drop it. All right, these two things come apart. All right, be careful not to drop it and put it back in its place. Don't let it drop into the engine. All right, when you put that back in there, be careful because this gear, the backside, can come apart. You don't want it to push out. So you're gonna put that piece right there. All right, you're gonna reline up, all right, your arrow with, your arrow, damn it, yeah, you see what I mean? Either way, with the timing mark. Once you do that, you can reinstall your screws and tighten it. I'm gonna find the part that I dropped. All right, as mentioned, all right, be careful to drop things. This thing is plastic. If it drops into the engine, you know, you're gonna have to open it up to get it out. All right, but you're gonna reinsert it. All right, and like I said, you gotta be careful because the backside can come apart. I've done that plenty of times on different motors. All right, and you're gonna grab your plate. Once you have identified your spots to mark, all right, you're just gonna put it back in place, and you're gonna hold everything together as you can, and then reinstall your screws. Like you see, I'm putting pressure on the backside because I don't want it to separate. All right. All right. Once it's reinstalled, then you reinstall your valve cover and all your stuff, and then you can test. Now be mindful. The first time you do this, it might rattle because the pin may not be locked in. All right. But you will see the following days that it does not rattle. All right. Now this is the last car I did this to. All right. Just so you guys can see, I'll start it up. And hopefully you can hear that it doesn't rattle, but let's see if it does it. Alright. This car used to rattle for like 3 seconds before it used to stop. Alright. As you can see, it didn't rattle, just like that. That's simple. Alright. The whole repair can take up to like 20 minutes. It's not that hard. I've done plenty of them by now. As you can see, I work on a couple Hondas. So this has been tested and proven, and it has worked.